Welcome. Hey everybody, what is going on? Danz Newz here. I hope you're all doing well. It's lovely seeing you. Thank you for all the amazing kind comments on my Nun review. Liz and I went through and reviewed the Nun, and I spent a fair bit of time editing that. We actually filmed that in October, and it took a little bit for me to get around to it. I've been focusing on streaming and all that jazz, and that's why we're here. Hi, I'm Dan. For those of you who did not know, I stream regularly on twitch.tv/Danz Newz, but there's plenty of peeps who are still just sitting around waiting for YouTube content, and I completely understand. I'd love to get to more YouTube content, but the thing is, I do not make anywhere near the amount of, certainly they get a lot of views and they get a lot of, it seems like everybody really, really likes them and wants to see more content, and I'm eager to produce more content and work on more reviews and work on more things that would be fun to work on, like shorts, creative projects, all that stuff, gameplay videos, getting back to The Walking Dead, playing some other games, getting some stuff going on here on the channel, gameplay, movie, all that jazz wise. But the thing is, just the time versus reward in regards to that hasn't been anywhere near, equal for quite a while. The adpocalypse stuff happened. I've seen so many of the creators that I watch on YouTube start their own Patreons. I've considered doing it in the past, but I've been kind of lazy and or just kind of a little... I've been bad about it. My relationship with mentality to YouTube hasn't been the best at points, and that's kind of one of the reasons why, is because I really enjoy working on those videos. I enjoy putting out the videos, but the thing is, it's just not feasible for me to do for a living. It's just way too much time out of my day to really focus and edit on, edit the same thing for, pretty much all day, multiple days. So yeah, the time versus reward sadly isn't there. I've been doing Twitch as the main thing, and people have been so incredibly supportive there. I've been doing that regularly, almost 2 years now, as kind of my main thing. And I want to bring YouTube back into the fold. I want to get this going. You guys have all been so eager about it. I've been so eager about it, and yet it's just not happening because I've been focusing so much time on streaming. Now, I'm at a point right now where I'm locking into a stream schedule for my streams. So if you're interested in checking all that stuff out and learning about my stream and all that stuff, you can follow my Twitch with the link in the description. There's also a link down there to some info in regards to my stream schedule, what I'm playing on stream, what I've already played on stream. So that way you can catch up with whatever's going on. And you can always check out the stream VODs as well. They're all on there, and I've been playing a shit ton of Red Dead the last few months. I'd love to get a Red Dead playthrough going on and get a little creative with it, if y'all would, mind that. So all that stuff could be going on and getting kind of cooking here. I just, I'm getting the Patreon started up here. So, hi, I'm Dan. I'm very curious to hear what y'all think about my Patreon. I got it all set up. I have different tiers for y'all to be able to help out in any way you would like, if you are willing to. Any support greatly helps out and kind of makes it so I'm starting towards my goal of doing this as full on, once again, back on YouTube, doing it regular, at least a video a week. That's kind of the goal I would like to get to. At the very moment, I'd kind of like to, start producing more vlogs, more reviews, getting some gameplay stuff going on. Like I said, The Walking Dead, getting back to that final season, because the third and fourth episode are coming out next year. Skybound picked that up. Man, Telltale, oh my goodness. We've been gone for so long, we just haven't talked back and forth. Telltale's not a thing anymore. That makes me so sad. But, there's just a lot of things that I would like to do, that I still want to do. I want to do shorts. I want to do creative stuff. I want to do machinimas. I want to do it all, y'all. It's just, the incentive hasn't been there, and I've really had to worry about and focus on myself and kind of my immediate needs. I felt very selfish doing that. One of the things that had to drop off from that was, me doing the final creature video. I was just in such a horrible headspace during all around the end of the creatures and post. I have not been in the best mindset and mentality. And with the video, I just walked away from it completely. I'm not working on it in any way. Maybe down the line something will get made. I have no idea, but I haven't been in contact with Jordan or anything. And he hasn't said anything about it. So at this point, in regards to the final creature video, I'm not really doing anything with it. I mentioned this before in a previous update, and it just kills me inside and really eats away at me. This stuff, because like a lot of people still keep asking about it, and it's kind of, I feel like I've said my piece on it, but I keep wanting to project that message outward, because this hasn't been an easy thing for me the last good little bit here. I've been trying to make Twitch Twitch be the thing. And I've still had this desire to keep making videos, because that's what I do. That's what I've been doing on the internet since well before the creatures. I've been doing stuff on Google Video before Google bought YouTube. So, I have been uploading videos to the internet and been on the internet for a million years, and I want to keep doing it. And I want to, keep this journey going. But I mean, that's kind of up to y'all. If you would like to, see more content from me, and would kind of like to chip in that extra buck, let me explain the tier system for the Danz Newz Patreon. I'm Dan. That's me. I've kind of based the entire crux of the Patreon on me doing a monthly patron-only podcast as the exclusive thing that you get as a patron. So if you start off with the $1 tier, you'll be getting access to that monthly patron-only podcast. The $1 tier is capped at $1,500 because exclusives, as I explained. If we ever like, that's super pie in the sky. I don't even think we'll hit that cap anytime soon. Maybe down the line when Super Danz Corp is starting up. And if that's ever capped, or if you're feeling, on getting that podcast, but contributing a little bit extra, we have the 2 crew. This way, you put forward $2 a month, you get access to that patron-only podcast. No exclusives. It's not capped, but you get honorarily inducted into the 2 crew. Hashtag 2 crew forever. $5 gets you access to that podcast. You'll get your name in the credits at the end of any videos released in the month that you've supported. And you'll also get sneak peeks and little fun stuff from me, like clips from videos that I'm working on. So there'll be a lot of interaction and fun stuff. It really kind of opens up at the $5 tier. At $8, we have the Crazy 8s tier. You get everything from the $5 tier. This has an 88 patron limit. 8's my favorite number. It's not anything incredibly. It's just, I like 8, and it's the $5 tier. It's just if you would like to give a little bit more. There's actually, we already have one $8 tier member. So that's my lone Crazy 8 for the moment, but I look forward to meeting more of you Crazy 8s in the future. I like the number 8. Is there something about that? If you turn it, it's the infinity symbol. If you put it on a butt, it becomes the butt. So I think it's really the most versatile number. Whoa, you're serious about this. The $10 tier. You get everything from the previous tiers, minus being called part of the 2 crew, because there's no 2 in 10. Unless you're calling 10, 10, 220. What?
Observe. I simply dial 10, 10, 220, then 1 and the number, and all calls up to 20 minutes, only 99 cents.
And after 20 minutes?
It's just 9 cents a minute.
And you also get the benefit of voting on topics for the patron-only podcast. At $20, we have the producer tier. With this, you get everything from the previous tiers, and yes, that includes being called part of the 2 crew, because 2's in 20. You get to submit the topics that the Patrons Only podcast is about. So you'll submit the topics. The previous tiers of patrons will vote on the topics. So that $20 tier gets you a little bit more going on as far as interactivity with the podcast. The producer credits will actually appear before all the other previous tiers credits. It'll be during the end credits, but before all the other credits of the previous tiers. And you'll be listed as a producer. Also, one of the top perks of being a producer is you get to watch videos before they even go live on YouTube. So you'll have a window here on Patreon where you'll be able to check out the video, see it before it goes live, and have those bragging rights of being like, I saw it before it went up. Super hipster status. And finally, for the $30 tier, we have the Super Producer Patron. Here you get everything previously listed, including I'll enter into negotiations on your behalf with the 2 crew. So, we'll try to get you in there. Because, hey, I know 2's not in 30, but it's the highest tier. And honestly, that should get you everything. And also for being so supportive, your credit appears on the video before it even goes to end credits. So while the video is wrapping up, when I'm saying like, all right, everybody, thanks for watching, blah, 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 your name will be appearing on the screen before we cut to black and go to credits. So we'll have the super producer credits on the screen before the video cuts to black. Then we'll cut to black to end credits. We'll have the producer credits and then all the other credits after the fact. That's what you got going on if you're going to become a super producer. And oh my goodness, just preemptively, thanks to any super producer who signs up, it's kind of the highest tier that's available. And I don't really see too many people signing up for it, but I appreciate you no matter what, whether you're in the $1 tier or the $30 tier. I think any little bit helps. And that's kind of what all this is about. It's just kind of alleviating the pressure of me having to worry about bills and rent and all that stuff, because that has certainly put a little bit of a strain on, the content train at points. And that's what I'm trying to alleviate now by actually using the tools that I have at my advantage to kind of get this going the way I would like it to go. Because I think a lot of my mentality around YouTube stuff has been, I love working on these videos, but they take so much time to work on. And I could spend days and days working on something and then put it out, and it makes $15 and gets 10,000 views, but it makes $15. And it's really tough to keep doing that. I'm already in a very lucky position that the fact that I get any monetization on my videos anyway. But this little extra step is needed in order for me to, give this a real shot of doing it again in kind of the way I used to back in the day when I could actually make a living off of doing it. I watched so many amazing creators on YouTube, and I've even supported creators back in the day through Patreon. So, I think it's a very, very important tool. I think it's a very useful tool as far as like a creator goes. And so I'm giving it a shot, seeing if we can do this, seeing if we can get this moving into like, the direction I would like it, that y'all would like it, where we can kind of get back going on doing YouTube stuff. I think this really is going to be the way. We need to get this back going again. I think Patreon's going to be really good about communicating with y'all in regards to the YouTube audience, because that way I'll be able to make posts where, like I said, I'm sharing, for the people who have the tiers where you can see sneak peeks and stuff. I'll also be sharing text posts and stuff and letting everybody, any patron know, what upcoming videos are and all that stuff. So much love to y'all. Like I said, if you're missing out on that gameplay content, you didn't know, I stream on twitch.tv/Danz Newz. And I'm super excited, y'all. Movie reviews, gameplay stuff, whatever, vlogs. I've been kind of recording a whole bunch of stuff over the past couple years in regards to my weight loss journey. I haven't produced anything yet. I do want to make a video because I've had so many people ask me about it. And thank you for all the incredibly kind words. Y'all are super sweet. There's so many people, some people not in the best of ways, saying, "Oh, Dan, you lost weight." Some people are like, Dan can't afford food. That's why he's losing. No, I mean, yeah, back in before the Creatures ended, yes. Like that last year during the Creatures, I was not eating much. Like kind of towards the tail end of the Creature Office. There was a good period where things were really tight for me, and I certainly wasn't eating well. But I really this like the actual progress that came, like I was losing a little bit of weight during that period. All of this is work and focus and changing my mindset in regards to, working out and eating and the food that I intake. So I'd love to make a video in regards to my journey, but I want to kind of get a little bit more progress going. I'd like to get to kind of close to not final form, but I'd like to get a little bit more cut, and really kind of finishing the journey that I set out on. I'd like to get to the point where I'm happy with being like, yeah, this is the journey. The journey's not done. The journey's never done. And that's what all this Patreon stuff is, continuing on this journey and having fun and, keeping this going. If y'all are willing, that's kind of the thing, is like, if you'd like to see it and you'd like, this to keep happening, be sure to consider, checking out the Patreon, or at least check out the Patreon and consider becoming a patron, because, that's the way this is going to keep moving forward and all that stuff. And I'd really like to keep it going, and I just tweeted it and it's already had so much support. So, thank y'all for, considering, and just supporting throughout the years in general. I had so much love to you, so much love to you. There's so many people, saying all the kind things they are about my weight loss and, wishing me the best. And y'all are you have been like, the whole thing of the Creatures, even before the Creatures, my whole thing about being online is making shit that entertains people. Once I found out that I could make something that one, I get so much creative fulfillment from making, like just the making of it in general. I get a lot of fulfillment of. The ultimate fulfillment comes from putting it out in the world and seeing the reaction, you know, good or bad. Obviously bad isn't the best, but I've seen both, but there's nothing like that feeling, and you know, putting yourself out there, and this is me, you know, as weird as I am with myself, and you know, I'm still going through my mental stuff and, you know, coming to terms with myself and discovering myself. But no, I really do think like, this is me, you know, this is what I like doing. This is what I like putting myself out there. As weird as it is, I don't like talking about myself. I'm a really strange person. I'm a weird cat. I don't like talking about myself, but this is literally what I do. Like if anybody asks me what I do for a living in real life, who doesn't know me or doesn't know, like it's always weird for me to talk about it or want to talk about it, or, you know, it's a strange thing. And yet here I am in front of a camera talking to y'all. And doing this thing. It's really weird, but as awkward as I am, and can be, I have so much fun doing this. This is where I can really be myself and do what I love. So y'all, if you would like to, you know, help that keep happening, check out my Patreon. Otherwise, I love you so much. I hope you stay great, and I'll see you later, everybody. Bye. Oh, awkward outro. I still do these? Oh, I do.